Okay. We really are here racing around.
Hello.
That's awesome. We're so thrilled to have you here with us. I said we had a few little glitches here. I was just looking for something. Where did I put it? That's part of me. So welcome everyone. I'll show you what we're going to do today first. I just said, so you still have time to go get. All you need is a piece of pattern paper that is 8.5 by 12 inches. And look at these cute things we're going to make. We're going to make these little Teabag holders. And I thought, is this an adorable teacher's gift? I know a bunch of you craft with kids. And if you're looking for ideas that they can make too to give people, it's a perfect way to put in a little, this is a little teacher gift card. And I thought, is that cool? And then on the other side, I would have your child write a special note and put there. And then it's a cute presentation. Your teacher can, gift cards are always popular. And then it's the packaging. And the recipient can always put something else in it. So I'm going to show you just a couple first. Like here's another one. How cute is this? And it's got this little heart thing. So anyway, we're going to get to that. But first, let's do announcements first.
But first,
announcements or mail. It's kind of a
announcements.
Okay, just quickly, a couple of announcements. We have a new sentence for our host code this month. We love it. You guys come up with sentences. This one is from Karen Stetson. This is a great one. Okay, I relate to this one. Okay, TVX channel with grandma watching 6. Doesn't that sound like it? Like watching with 6 of the grandkids? I can just see that picture. So I love that. This is the host code you use if your order is less than $150, and you're going to get a mystery box from me this month, which is really fun. I'm just this weekend going to start putting those together. But of course, if you want to order a bunch, it makes a whole lot more sense to get the starter kit and get all the freebies. So call me
Karen,
if you have questions about that.
Put that in front of you. Missed it. There you go.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of the routine announcement.
We
got to go through the deals of the month. And then the other thing I did want to point out, make sure you're on my mailing list because I send out a new card PDF each week, not each month. And the All Good Cards Club, I wanted to mention just a bit about that. Our next class is kind of like a mini weekend retreat. It's only $15 a month. We all use our own supplies, but we're working on certain themes. So if you enjoy these Thursdays where we're all making similar things, that's really how my classes are. So we meet 3 times. You get the PDFs and videos forever, so you can always go back. But this next class, Tim actually came up with the idea.
I think just before we say this, I think this is the point where I should say, Karen, just breathe.
Breathe. I have been racing all morning, haven't I? Okay, I'm going to go in slow-mo. I don't have a slow-mo in my life, but I'm going to work on it.
That's what she calls me.
Yeah.
You're my slow-mo.
Tim named this class when I was showing a card, and he says, oh, that's like a William and Mary card. And I said, what? And he said, like it could be a W or M. And when I do Funfold classes in the All Good Cards Club, I love to kind of make a topic when it's Funfold, so you kind of have an idea of where to go back and look for the things. So what all of these cards, and we do several, so all of these cards relate to is that they have an M or a W fold. So it's like, so this is one of them. Just want to point that out. I said, how it really shows up at night. You can turn that off, but isn't that just gorgeous? So this is one card. You can turn it off. Save the battery. Here's another one. So these are just quick little previews. And again, do you see the M or the W? So anyway, I just wanted to put that out, but because it's so fun, we'd love to have you join us. And I did put a link for that.
Or Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Yeah. Yes, could be the Minnesota-Wisconsin border class. That makes sense. Or battle class. But anyway, so we meet 3 times. Each one kind of has a theme, and then we do variations. And it's like this in that other people then make cards and share. So you don't get just my ideas. You get a bunch of other, and it's community. We love being in community with you guys. So I'll put a link. So if you're not a member of the club, we'd love to have you join us. And if you are, we'd love to have you say what you like about it. So that is wonderful. And then our last thing, last week's stamp set giveaway to celebrate spring goes to Linda Long. So Linda, message me your address.
Another alliteration.
Ooh, yeah. Tim loves the LL. Okay, he's got it.
TT.
This week it's going to be Nature's Beauty because we're still celebrating nature with all the seasons changing, all the beauty. Really a fun set. Oh, the weekend All Good Cards Club is not this weekend, but next weekend. So it's Friday night, twice on Saturday, and all throughout after that, you can always go back. So it doesn't matter. It's fun to be on live because we laugh a lot and enjoy it, but it doesn't matter. You can come back and, so it never matters if you're not there. And, then you keep having access to it forever. So are we ready for cards?
I think we are.
And you know what? This is my birthday month. So I'm giving mystery boxes and I've gotten a bunch of cards. And so we decided, I think we're going to do a special separate time for birthday cards. So we're just going to show a few that have still come in for Tim. So I'm going to announce that soon. We'll do it this month.
There might be some birthday cards in this.
Or we're going to run out of time to make things. So I said, is that just an awesome problem to have?
It is.
And, I get so many comments from you guys saying that you love seeing cards people send us. And somebody just said last week, oh, this encourages me to dig out my old stamp sets because you see a lot of things from the past. And whenever I'm creating now, I'm always showing new things and saying how fun it was to see things that, oh, I have that stamp set. I love that idea. So that is awesome.
And I'm doing really well. I really appreciate all the love and support and prayers. So I'm mending tremendously.
It's wonderful. And Patricia's wondering if we go live on Facebook or YouTube at the Card Club. At the moment, we just go on Facebook because I'll tell you why. There is not a way for me to do YouTube that isn't open. I'd have to do a whole nother kind of channel. I just can't figure out a way to do that. And I want this hidden. This is private for the group. So that's why it goes into Facebook. We are going to, at some point, we're downloading them, putting them on another thing. So all the past ones will be available by video later because we're trying to kind of get them off Facebook, if that makes sense. But that's why I can't stream into YouTube. They have a whole different set of privacy things than Facebook. And because in Facebook, I'm going just to a group, that's the deal. It can be private because if I go to a group, that's all that can see it. If someone in the group shares it, that's fine because they can only share it with any friends that are in the group. No one else is ever going to see it. So that's what just makes it work. So wonderful. I think with that, we'll get started. We'll look at cards.
You got
AK for Tim from Doreen Thorpe from Pennsylvania.
Now, there's a story behind this.
Okay.
Grab the next one.
Grab the next one.
Okay.
Karen and Tim.
I think this is Doreen also.
Okay. He's going to look and see. Doreen, yes. Doreen.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's the story.
Okay. I'm going to put her cards. Can I put her cards out?
Yes. Wrong address.
Oh, wrong address. Okay.
She was 5 blocks off.
Okay.
And so they didn't deliver it. So she got it back. So she put them together in a big envelope and sent us 2 cards.
With another card. So we got double cards over the deal, we're saying. So, okay, Tim, there is your... That is his favorite stamp set. And do you know what? I found an extra of that stamp set.
Did you?
So I will save it for you. Isn't that funny as I'm going
so
through
nice
things?
of you.
Isn't that cool? I love that. Just a note. That is so you. Is a whole collection of cards made from that set. That is so cool.
This is the most amazing thing. She doesn't know that my name is Tim and not Jim, but this is her T, which is very interesting. It's artistic.
Yeah. Oh, Tim loves it. Oh, and then look at this with the boot, scoot, and boogie is the word that comes to mind. The stack, cut, and shuffle, or the stack, whack, and shuffle. People are coming up with all kinds of names for what we do with that. How cool is that? Absolutely love it.
Stack, whack, and shuffle.
And if you look at this, these aren't even from the same color. I just know that because I know my paper so well. Is that an awesome, like leftover strip cards, just to take your box and put things together and then just play with them? They don't even have to be from the same color pack. That is so awesome. I love it. And here is one to both of us. And this is from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Oh, Mary Boltman. Ooh, this is pretty. Tim, do you notice this paper? Have you gotten familiar with this paper so far?
Oh, yes.
That one with all the scenery right in it?
I know it.
And look at how she's done that. And they just stamped the lighthouse right there and the added things. Doesn't that just make a great background for everything you do. Tim doesn't even know where to put things because we have stacked
The,
things so high here.
The last storm that we had just a couple of days ago damaged one of our most famous lighthouses on Lake Superior.
Yes, north of Duluth. Yeah. And we actually had water in our basement again last night. So we kind of have been dealing with the mess.
We had mud.
We had mud. It kind of came through as dirty water. So
was,
yeah, so that's kind of what else we've been busy with today. It's those things that just kind of, we need to have a
build up our outside.
We need to have some dirt hauled in and build up the outside. And Tim actually said he thinks we should hire someone to do it. And I said, good, you're getting there, Tim. I think that's why I'll start doing it.
I'm ready.
Mary Ann Ends from Washington. But you know, those nuisances just kind of get in there and take your time. But oh, Tim, look, what do you see familiar about this card?
That paper.
Yes. Is that it? I just think this is the best paper ever.
Yeah.
Just look at, and she just stamped the trees.
Yep.
The rest is a paper. We have got the birds, but that's the whole setting. Got the ground and the sky.
That's not painted. I mean, that's
it's all the paper. So you can add the trees on the right on the line there.
Horizon.
Isn't that cool? That is fabulous. Chris says it's fun to watching the cards from all the different states. And look at this. I love this. Here's hoping your troubles fly away.
Right.
Oh, that is an amazing inside. That is wonderful. And then she has the birds flying away. Oh, that is perfect. I love it.
From Lacey, Washington.
Okay. And this is to both of us from Australia. Oh, so speaking of states, now we get from across the long way too.
It's called a country.
Sharon Futler across the pond, except it's not. It's the other, did I say the side of the world? Yeah, I don't know, but how cool is that? Oh, and that is gorgeous. Look at this bridge card. So bridge card stands like that. And do you see how awesome that is and how it folds and it's still regular card size. So it just mails right in the envelope. That is gorgeous. And the paper just is stunning. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's so fun to hear from people all over. I just feel like, you know, we have this worldwide community, which is just amazing. So we absolutely love it.
Is that Sharon?
Sharon. Yep. Sharon Futler, I think.
Thank you, Sharon.
Linda Canahan from Wyoming. Oh, we haven't had Wyoming for. Oh, Tim, this is for you. And I forgot. Oh, is that a Tim card? Here's another Tim card. Farm Boy and Tim.
Oh, that is wonderful.
How cool is that?
Have a happy day.
And look at picking up the top. I love the corn stalks.
Oh, I know.
And do you see how she's just cut? This is the, she's done it as a fold, as a fun fold. How cool is that? Do you see how it's just crossed there?
Yeah.
Oh, very, very cool.
That is so cool. That's a display card.
That's fabulous. Oh, Lynn said her friend sent a Mother's Day card to her mom, including a tea bag. The post office returned it to my friend, requesting an additional $3.92 to deliver. She declined, and they wouldn't even give her back the card, even though they wouldn't deliver it. Oh my goodness! I think they were working with an unhappy employee that day. Is all I can say. I don't know. Julie Wright.
This is from Keith and Linda.
Yes, and I keep sending out catalogs, so you can keep requesting catalogs if you don't have one yet. And yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this monochromatic. Julie Wright from Mississippi.
To me.
Yes. Oh, for you. Yes. You're in my thoughts today. Isn't that pretty? The monochromatic and the background. Gorgeous.
I love it. So
it's one stamp, the words, and how gorgeous in the pretty background. That is gorgeous. And I have to notice if we do. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. I love that saying.
I sure can. Thank you.
That is wonderful. Yeah, about 10 last night when we were trying to deal with the wet basement. Yeah, today's a much better day. We were just settled in. Marlene Grout from Iowa. Oh, how cute. Oh, for cute. We always talked about that little frog.
I just say that I would never have seen it last night if I wasn't doing laundry.
Oh, that's true.
Because I went down to do
laundry. That's right. Because we didn't assume.
No.
We'd cleaned out the gutters. I held the ladder because Tim insisted on doing that, but we had done all that. So we really weren't expecting. Did any of you, we saw in the news though, how much damage people had from all over. Did some of that. I was reading a comments. I got that. The fun fold with the chicken. Love it. Let me think about it. I just have to think about it. Sandra. Yes, there is.
How it works?
Yeah. What the name?
That is a cool
I just have to look it up. But sending lots of that is just adorable, holding the flower. That is so cute. That is very, very cute. And then we have Angela Miracle from Alaska. Oh, now is this tatting? She told me she was going to send something tatting. Oh, because I thought something else that was crocheted that she sent me was tatting. Oh. And I remember my grandmother tatting. And look at that. So look at those fine. Oh, that is so cool.
That is.
And tiny. This is so you can see it. So this is little, and I love how she tucked that in to decorate, but also we could just see how it's done. And then she said this can be removed and used as a bookmark. So that is beautiful. And you know, something else I love about this, I love how we can take our other hobbies. Like if you love photography, you can still add, you can use stamping and the dyes, the things that we use to kind of embellish. And here the tatting, anything we do, quilting, I see actual little quilt done with fabric and cards. I just love how this expresses all kinds of things. I love that. That's gorgeous. That's a keep.
And if you develop glaucoma, you're going to have it fixed because that is really tiny, tiny.
Yeah, that would be fine needlework. That's right.
That is.
Diana, who lives really close to us, said that their rain gauge had 2.5 inches of water. They didn't get any in their basement, but it was just a downpour. My goodness, interesting.
I just love that. That is elegant.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Oh, that is so fun.
Thank you, Angie.
And then we have Darlene Garland from Illinois for you. Oh, these are all for you. I was just saying that because I put mine in another pile because we're going to figure out a thing. Oh, look at here. Here's the sending you happy thoughts again. The bird. I'm going to let you figure out how that works. See, look at that. Yeah, so it twists like that. So it can also just stand like that, if we do it. But isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really fun. And again, it lays nice and flat and you open it and it turns and twists. That's cool. Feel better, eat more chicken noodle soup. That is fun. It's a great card. Oh, and this one's for me, but it's a Mother's Day. So I thought I would open this. It's the only one that I happened to notice from Helen Gall in Wisconsin. Oh, look how beautiful that is.
My goodness, more.
That is beautiful. That is so fun. And I love.
Oh, that's
now.
Stamp. Or is that
this is put through a die cutting machine. It's not one of our dies from Stampin' Up, but it's gorgeous. Look at that. But I need to show that because people were wondering about that again. I'll figure out a time to do that really soon. If you ink up your embossing folder and then put your paper through, do you see how just the lower part gets inked? This stays white. Is that gorgeous? What a gorgeous technique. Oh, how fun. Oh, so Susan's saying that you had a lot of wild thunder and rain in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and now it's really hot. Yes, it's getting really, really hot here today too. Yes. Okay, and then are we ready to create?
Let's create.
Okay. I thought today, to just do it a little differently, we're going to enjoy looking at more of these because, I never make one of something. So I made a few. And it's really interesting. I made these first two, which I just love because these tea bags are colorful. And then I did them all. You'll notice these could hold two tea bags. They could hold a special note. They could hold a little biscuit or chocolate. It could be a little get well with tea and a few cough drops. I just think this is just the idea of a little gifty is what I call them. My friend who lives down south said that they call things like this. Is it happies? Is that the right word that I'm looking for? Because I had never heard that before. So some of you people from Mississippi, if you're on here, and I just love that word because she would say, "Oh, we love giving little happies." And
you mean Mississippi?
Yes, that's right. And then just putting in whatever you want in the back or 2 tea bags.
So can I tell? I got to tell a story. We were down in Jackson visiting Mary and family, and I was in a hardware store, and I said something about Mississippi, and he says, "Where are you from, Minnesota?" Seriously, he said that. Where are you from, Minnesota?
Yeah,
and I said, "Yeah." How did you know? He says,
"Busted."
We don't say Mississippi. It's Mississippi.
Okay. So he learned his lesson. So these are the new papers, and of course, I'm doing all these paper shares. I should know the names off the top of my head. But dealing with the basement, I didn't get them written down, but I know you guys can help me. But this is the one with the woods and that the bear and all the little wood theme thing. Isn't that fun? And this is the Awash in Beauty. And I thought that is just so pretty. And it's just then so fun to just find gift cards that are going to kind of go with the color. So I'm going to give these to you to hang on to. And then those are the only colorful tea bags that I had. After that, we just had a whole bunch of Tazo, and they're colored the bottom. So my first thought was to have Tim run to the store to see what other tea bags he could find that were colored. And then the more I looked at these, the more I thought, they look just fine the way they are. So here it is. It's your choice, whatever you have. Oh, Helen says that was a crochet embossing folder that she inked. Yeah, it looks like crochet. How cool is that? Oh, Cindy said she's made these before, and she's put a packet and Madeline in the middle section. Packet.
Ooh,
what is that? Is that a cookie?
A cookie.
A biscuit? Yes, because I was going to point that out. That is another, and this is what I like to do with classes too. If I share an idea, you guys can come up with way more ideas of what to do. Do you see how you have room in here? You can attach something here. And I know I made these once, and I had little packets here, and then they came up through the top here. But it was just a little basket of biscuits is what I put in. So be creative. This is just a fun little gift idea. And I thought it's fun to have some of these that you can go back to anytime you might just want a little gift.
I think they come from England.
Oh, and this one, I forgot to add a little thing. Little biscuits. They could be. They could be.
Maybe I'm mistaken, but.
And so here's a masculine
Somebody correct me.
idea. Please. And some guys, Tim is a tea drinker, but you also, if you wanted to just do this and just do a gift card and something else, look how cool that is. I just think that just fits. You can just do something that's kind of like your theme. So you could do, and I always think a special note is great on one side, but you could also do like 2 little gift cards to coffee shops or something. But I just think these are just really nice cards.
For pretty much the last 20 years, I've been collecting gift cards. So we have a few to choose from.
Yes. And then I decided to choose one of the papers. So I chose the Texture Chic, I think it is, because I thought, now if I were doing a tea party, let's pretend I'm doing a tea party. Yeah, you can take those off right now. Wouldn't this be fun? I can use all these papers, and we could have all these sitting around the chair, the different place settings. And how cute, because they all go together, but they're different because they're from one paper pack. And I just thought that looked just really fun to me. And then I'd put tea in there and maybe a little biscuit. To me, if I was doing a tea party, I would be giving gift cards, but you put in other little things. And I just think it's just a nice little table setting.
Okay. So is it a favor and a setting?
Yes, it's a party favor. So here's what it is, Tim.
They take it home.
They take it home. And I think if you've got like young girls that you craft with, and they're doing a party, they would love making these and putting in a couple, just find little small gifts, like the little lip balm, the little things that girls like. I think they would totally like doing something like this. So I think this is just a fun thing to get creative with. So the best paper for this, I did say in one of the things, but not the other, is to use non-directional, just because if you have directional, the back is going to be upside down. So that's why I picked this paper. I also loved it because it's got that gold. It's just kind of fancy looking. But you never have to think about it if you are doing non-directional things. So this is the paper pack that I'm going to work with. Oh, Ginger has a June tea party for 5 friends. He has them twice a year. I love that. I love that whole idea of having a tea party. That is so cool. Yes, and Anne said gift card for Father's Day, and then a little fishing stuff or something little to tuck in the other side. I think that's perfect.
Let's clarify. It's a June tea party, and she does it twice a year. So she does them like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah, beginning and end of June. But I think these can also be a fun thing just to have on hand, for when you need. But I just think, so see, Tim, what these are then, they could be a party favor. They could be a teacher thank you gift with the gift card. Yeah. They're a gift card holder. They could be a birthday card. They could be a get well. It just covers the gamut of whatever you put inside. It's just kind of a fun little extra surprise.
Your letter carrier that's in a bad mood and won't return a card.
Diana, love that. She said graduation parties with the thank yous. That would be cute to have people pick one up when they leave. It also could be cute as a graduation card, just to do something a little different and if you're doing a gift card and you do something appropriate. So that's what's really fun. This is, of course, the challenge for this week in Back Porch Stampers. We're going to see a lot of papers used and a lot of different things put in them. because we love variety and a lot of other occasions. So we love it when people think outside the box. And I just love how that looks for my fave. Isn't that just adorable? I think these are just sweet. And this is the one I just did as a teacher. So I had a little teacher gift thing. And I thought, what a great thank you. Put in a personal note. And, you know, gift cards are just the best. Okay, everyone got their paper? So this will be fun. We're going to, I am using the Pretty Prince paper, and it's just kind of a, I think this is an easy one to see. It's non-directional because it doesn't matter which way anything goes. And I have my 8.5 piece of paper. And you know I like directions easy. We are going, yes?
I don't want to distract us, but which way do you fold paper again? Is there a trick to figuring out?
This doesn't matter. If you score it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you're going with or against the grain, you'll feel it on cards. And this one won't matter. I'm putting my 8.5. So you can always do a screenshot if you need this, but also know later this evening, it'll be on my blog. Everything will be there. I'm going to go 2.5 inches on each side. This is what I'm going to score. And we don't even need any adhesive for this if you're going to use a hole punch. So I'm going to do 2.5 there. I'm going to turn my paper around. I'm going to do 2.5 there. And I am going to fold these just so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to work slowly. Okay. I heard your complaints last week. So it's all good. Oh, I love what Gina's saying. She says, if you have gatherings where everyone tends to sit with the same people all the time, number the back of the favors, scramble them, and leave them all in one place. Number the place settings. Guests choose their favor and have them find their place at the table. Oh, I love that idea. Then they talk with people they may not otherwise. Her sister-in-law's dad did this one Thanksgiving, and it ended up being so much fun. I love that idea. Did I ever tell you guys that several times I went and helped a church just come up with new ideas? They did I loved what they did. Once a month, they had a card making time, and it was for anyone ages 8 and up, and they mixed up seating. I don't know how they did it, but they said the best thing ever was that, you'd find these, older people that would end up sitting with an 8-year-old, someone they would never get to know on a typical church. And they just said that the biggest part of the ministry, it was nice to have all the cards to send, but how it enriched relationships, the multi-generational part, and getting people to know people that otherwise you wouldn't know. I love that idea, Gina. That is a fabulous idea. Okay, now I'm turning it. And these are my measurements here. I'm going to score it 1 1/4. And then just think of that doubling it, 2.5, and then 5 and 6. So I'm going to do 1 1/4, 2.5, 5, and 6. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do the same.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm going to do 1. It's way easier than listing all the other 2.5 and 5 and 6, although 6 has already been done. Okay. So is everyone keeping up? Is this good? All right. And now I'm going to just fold on these 2 lines first, so it's easy to see. I could fold them all. These are the ones that are going to make a square. So there's one right here. I'll fold here.
Is it 2? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would be the 2.5 line, I think. Yeah, but I'll score on both to see. But this is what I'm after. I'm after the square. Does that make sense? The 2.5 inch square there. That makes sense, Tim?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to cut out my 4 corners. This is the hardest part of making sure you can see it, Okay, I'm going to, a lot of times when we make boxes, we end up cutting out 4 corners too. So it's kind of a standard little box thing. So I'm going to go around and do that all. Doing this. I know for family gatherings and things too, if you have any kids in your family, it really is fun getting them involved in making the decorations and doing different things. And the other thing, I always love new ideas for little gift card holders, because we give so many gift cards. It's kind of like the standard thing. So then it's the packaging that makes it so fun.
I know a song about little boxes.
I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, in a week from Monday, I wasn't going to say anything yet, but we planned. We're actually going on a 2-day trip up north. And so we thought on Monday night, instead of bringing cards, we're going to have a little game night. At 6:30, it's going to be Tim's Tunes and Trivia through the catalog. And yes, it is going to relate to stamping. And yes, we're going to have some participation, kind of like the new thing now, like participation trophy. No, we're going to just have some winners, things that we're going to mail out just to people who participate.
So
Nothing about getting the right answer.
So for instance, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tack. It's a great old folk song.
If he can find a stamp set to go with it.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Tim
Yeah.
is going to, this is his assignment, and I think he'll get behind it.
If I accept.
He is going to look through the catalog, look at stamp sets, and then think of
Come up with a song.
songs that come to his mind. So will that be fun?
And
Family reunions, that is so true. I think anytime that happens, Donna was just saying everyone tends to sit with their own family. Oh, I know that. I see that and feel it all the time. And it's like, how do you tell everyone to go find somebody new to sit with? And then by the end of the time, all these kids and teens, they're all friends and talking and all that. And I'm thinking, oh, we could have had all this time before. So that is such a fun idea. We're going to hear a lot of stories about that. Did Burl Ives sing Little Boxes? How long's one? Okay. So now does yours look like this? See, I am going slowly. Are we good? Oh, Connie says they have pen pals, 4th graders with assisted living residents. And then at the end of the year, they meet each other. How cute is that? My mom gets cards from 2 grade schoolers. I don't think they ever meet, but it's really fun. She'll have a new thing or a letter. She'll have a new thing when we come in every now and then. That's so fun. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. And then we're going to fold these in. Now, if you fold in and you find it's not laying flat, you're going to look here and see something. I'm just going to pretend mine laid just fine, but I'm going to do this on purpose. Let's say it wasn't laying flat. Then I just come here and it means I cut a little too far over. It is hard to see on the lines. And I really need to do this. I'm just showing everything's fixable. Okay, because see, then it'll lay flat. So if that's ever the problem, okay, it's going to look like this. And then we're going to just fold this in half. So this would be on that 6-inch line. Okay. Okay, is everyone good? And then we're going to fold on these lines. And you see it taking shape? Here's where the tea bag's going to go. I'm going to flip it over, fold it on this line. And then these top 2, I'm going to just fold on. Now, how cool is that? Here is my tea bag. Now, I could just leave this. If I made a bunch, these could just be laid flat. Now, I connected these all.
Little boxes, Pete Seeger and Malvina.
Oh, Tim went and looked it up. See, Tim totally gets into this. So he's going to have fun. So, we'll see. So somewhere from the North Shore, we'll be just chatting. No cards, but going through the catalog. Okay. So what I did was I punched holes. So I'm just going to show how I did.
And that's a big punch.
Yes, this is a mega punch.
Versatile.
I love this.
Versatile.
One of those crocodiles. We used to sell them. We don't now, but they are worth getting somewhere. But you could also, mine's way off, but it's okay. Then you just twist your little tie so no one will know it. You could also just attach adhesive there and decorate this some other way. You could do a little clippy. So just know if you're going to use something like a clippy, you need no adhesive. You just need nothing, no hole punch. So this is going to be whatever.
So you twist the end.
Yep. You're going to do that. I'll let you string that.
I don't know why I'm-
Tim's fine motor. He's not.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay. But isn't this nice and simple? And if you ever have trouble with ribbons, so Tim, here's what you do. You take it.
Oh.
Okay. And you hold it and you make it really nice and like that.
Yes.
See,
There.
that's the best way. And then that will go through because then I just need to get the little bit of it in there. And a
Much
little bit in here. So now I expect to see a lot of cards done. Oh, I'm going to cut this just to be easier. I should have done it the other way. Doing other attachments. So this is just one idea. I already made a bunch of these. I thought I'll stick with one, but you guys will come up with some other cool ways to attach them.
So is there an advantage
So
to
it's all
having a
good.
real small circle? Could you made bigger holes and easier
Sure.
to thread?
It'd be easier to thread. And if I was using a thicker ribbon, I would want a bigger hole. It's all in what you're using and how big you want the hole to look. There is nothing exacting about anything we do. It's really a use what you have. Try it. If you don't like it, try something else. That is as simple as it gets. Okay, I'm going to do another one. And now I'm going to go for speed. Is that okay? Okay, since I did one slow, and you can always come back and do slow motion. What do you think about that, Tim? Can I do one?
Slow it down. I'll just stay out.
Okay. And you already took your, this is such gorgeous paper. Okay. So I have my 8.5, 12, and I'm going to go 2.5, 2.5. And actually, I'm going to have you fold. I'll have you do that one. And I'll do another one. I'll work on another one here. You can go ahead and fold. 2.5, 2.5. Now we're just going to fold them. So I made all these last night, and I'm going to open it up and turn it the long way. And I'm going to go. I like using the wider end. It just doesn't tear the paper as easily. But I don't know. I don't think it matters. 2.5, 5, and 6. 1.25. Whoops, going to go all the way to the end. 2.5, 5, and 6 is done. You can fold on all of those lines if you want to, just to. And I'll go 1.25, 2.5, 5, and 6. Turn it around. 1.25, 2.5, 5. And then on mine, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the corners. I'll let Tim fold his, and then I'll cut his in between. So we'll go. So in an evening, you can make a whole bunch of these. Or daytime, I do whatever, but I always mention evening because when Tim's watching TV, I gotta be doing something. So I made all these. And then he'll always say, "Did you catch what she said?" And I say, "No." Am I listening? I'm totally fine with having it on, but do not ask me to follow the plot line. Okay, I have this. And then I'm going to go in. So see, I'm just going really quickly here because now that you have it down, I'm going to go around and do the corners. I just think this is just kind of amazing. I love things that go together this quickly. I'm going to fold these in. I'm going to fold that in half. I'm going to flip my side up. Flip this side up.
Man, you're doing
and
fast.
Flip the top 2 down. Well, see, I had permission now, Tim, since I did slow in the first one. How cool is that? And there is my fun. It is 8.5 by 12. Yep, 8.5 by 12. So is that, I like that little thing coming right there. So that's pretty fun. Okay, I will cut Tim's corners, and then I will do this, and then I'll have him fold it up, and I'll fold up the one part. Okay, so we're just going to go cut the corners. So if you gather friends to do crafts too, this is another kind of fun little easy thing to do. And when you think about it, we're only using designer series paper. There's nothing else. You just don't need a whole bunch of, as long as you've got something to score with. We really are not using anything more than that. You don't need a bunch of supplies. So it is pretty amazing. And then I'm going to fold these corners in. That one I probably messed up on a little, but we're going to live with it. Because, this isn't very exacting. Yes, this doesn't need to be very exacting. And then, Tim, I'm going to see if you know how to fold the rest of this. You know how the rest of this folds? You have to do it here so everyone can see.
You didn't tell me to pay attention.
Oh, see? Okay, he doesn't pay attention. He pays attention the same way I pay attention to his TV shows.
I just saw you just boom, 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 boom.
Okay, you're going to fold in those parts. Okay, I'll start like that. Okay. And the other one. Use the corners for other cards, or you're right. That's right.
Okay.
And then you're going to fold the whole thing in half coming this way.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Tina, there will be, if you guys have noticed, I now have project sheets on my blog. And, okay, well, these are going to come out first. See, one more fold line.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do that. But it takes a couple days because I have somebody else who's doing them for me. So by next week, I'll have a project sheet. The directions will be on my blog anyway. They'll be on there tonight, so you can go find that. But by next week, you can download the project sheet and start saving those, which is really nice. So I'm really excited about that. And look, that's it.
That's it.
Yes. See, they're held together up here. Is that just cool?
That is.
So anyway, that is so fun. What's your favorite one of the ones we made here? Let's just show a couple more as we wrap up. Do you have any favorites? But I thought now it's your guys' turn. Look at this. I made all of these last evening. So I've got double decker.
Okay.
And then we just made 3 more now that just need to be finished up. But hopefully you'll use this fun little idea for gifts. Oh, a bridal shower coming. Oh, there's a whole nother favor for bridal showers. Or baby showers. Look at the cute little things you could do with this. And they're just the right little thing to send people home. That's kind of a thoughtful little cute idea. He's gonna go buy the gift cards.
Kind of a masculine one.
Yeah.
But
and that gift card is great, isn't it?
Seattle.
Yeah.
I love Seattle.
So you guys, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. That's it for today. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will know that on my blog, all these things will be on there if you didn't catch the screenshots. And I should be able to do that tonight. And I'll have information up on the All Good Cards Club, the William and Mary, or Wisconsin, Minnesota class. I guess we'll call it that. So that will be really fun. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you next week.
Goodbye.